Hello everyone! Today I have prepared something exclusive just for you. A couple of hours ago, a small correspondence took place between me and the author of the Skibidi zombie series. The Blood shared several leaks with me and told me the exact release date of the 15th episode. Also, in a form of the bonus, he sent me this video scene that I will show you at the end of the video. Well, if you're really ready to look into the future and find out which legendary apocalypse movie became the reference for the creation of the 15th episode, then put aside all your business for the next 8 minutes and trust me. Today, I will analyze all the exclusive leaks for you and show you all the secrets that await us in episode 15. Who is the main creator of the X-18 canon? And how is it related to the ancient mythology? Is it true that in episode 15, the zombie speakerman will fight against his own army? What insidious plan is the Plague Doctor preparing? And why didn't he destroy the POV when he made his way to one of the headquarters of the zombie army? Get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end, because this exclusive will definitely blow your brain. Let's go. The first thing I would like to talk to you about is one of the theories that my subscriber wrote under the last video. He assumed that it was no coincidence that the POV got into this headquarters from the 14th episode. And in fact, the main mission of the zombie was to kidnap you along with the X-18 cannon, and after he had eaten you as his main delicious meal, he teleported you to this damn place. In fact, didn't it seem strange to you that the Plague Doctor allowed us to walk so easily at one of the main bases of the zombie army? Think for yourself, if the POV got in here by accident, and it wasn't part of the zombie boss's plans, then he would immediately teleport to you and destroy you in 1 second, just like it was in episode 11. But this did not happen, and most likely the Plague Doctor knows that the POV is walking around at one of his headquarters and specifically allows us to get even deeper. But for what reason? Why would he take such a risk and let the dude with a dangerous X-18 get so close? Maybe the sly one gets us so deep in order to show and explain something? What if everything is not so simple and the bird's beak wants to reveal the truth about the virus to us, and in the end it will turn out that this guy is actually doing a good deed? I'm also sure that Zombie Speakerman has something to do with it, and the video leak that MonsterUp sent me confirms this, and I'll show it to you a little later, so watch the video to the end so you won't miss anything important. I don't think that the main purpose of the bird's beak is to destroy the POV, because as you remember, we met face-to-face with him many times, and the freak never tried to create problems for us. But so far, I do not have a good theory explaining this. It is obvious that the Plague Doctor needs us, and he is constantly watching us. But for what reason, it is very difficult for me to say. And if you have a theory about this, be sure to write it in the comments, and I will pin the most interesting of them under this video. Okay, let's not talk too much and get straight to the interesting stuff. The first leak from MonsterUp is already on your screens, and I spent a lot of time translating this text. I hope it deserves your like and subscription, my friend. As you have already understood, this leak shows the X-18, and on the left you can see the history of its creation. As it turned out, X-18 is a code name, but the real one is Hephaestus, and this is a reference to the ancient Greek god of fire. He is the son of Zeus, and created the famous lightnings especially for his daddy. The cannon is capable of generating different weapons thanks to a core of unknown origin. To generate it, it needs a power source, and the bigger this source is, the more improvements the owner gets, and everything sounds cool here, but there is just one disadvantage. If the owner of Hephaestus does not have additional power, then the cannon can destroy him by sucking all the energy out of him. So using X-18 is very dangerous. If you haven't figured it out yet, then in episode 9, there was just that exact additional power source on G-Man's back that is mentioned in the leak. And in episode 12, it actually ran out, and the X-18 cannon began to take away the life forces of our blood, destroying it. Also, this photo gives us the answer to the main question about who actually created the gun, and this inscription translates as X-18 weapon created by scientist Toilet. And on the bottom right, there is this exact core, thanks to which Hephaestus is able to destroy any zombie. MonsterUp himself added that the scientists managed to find this core, and initially the X-18 weapon was created against the Alliance. But as you know, everything went wrong after the start of the zombie apocalypse, and the worst rivals are now friends with each other. There is no information on this leak about where this thing actually came from and whether there are more of the same kind, but it has a round shape, and it reminds me a lot of the core of the Titans. And I have an amazing theory about this. What if this black core can be embedded in the body of a Titan? Do you know that in Episode 8, the POV gave X-18 to a beautiful lady? And there was also one of the Titans at this base. So what if the original plan of the Alliance was to replace the red core of Titan speakerman with this black one that would be pulled out of the cannon? Then blood alone would have been able to win the war against the virus in this case. But as you know, the brother was turned into a zombie and the plan failed. You can ask me, then why doesn't the Alliance give this thing into the hands of G-Man? Well, most likely this black core originally belonged to an ancient Titan who the scientist could not find and destroy and then take his sphere. I think that this core can only be implanted in one very specific kind of Titans. But as you know, G-Man does not belong to them. And perhaps after those two poor devils get released from the cave that you saw in the additional scene, one of them will receive a black core and become the main horseman of this apocalypse. It's also an interesting fact, but this leak was made in the style of this picture. And it's once again a reference to the anime series called Attack on Titan. Well, now it's time to show you a small snippet of the video leak from the 15th episode. You see a black speakerman who throws these zombie cameramen in all sorts of directions like pure garbage and shows the last survived one to you. It's very difficult to say what these poor people actually did to him, but it all looks like the guys were standing in line for shopping, and this insolent dude decided not to wait any longer and go first. Perhaps in episode 15 we will find ourselves in this place where there was a huge pile of mutants. And in pursuit of the POV, this zombie speakerman will start throwing his subjects like toys. Also, you couldn't help but notice this image in the corner, and it's taken from the popular movie called I Am Legend, where exactly the apocalypse conquered the whole world, and the main character was trying to survive in the fully abandoned New York City that was getting occupied by monsters at every night. MonsterUp used an excerpt from the film for reference to accurately copy the actions where the mutant threw his friends in different directions, and thanks to this, the physics of the animation looked as realistic as possible. As you have already understood, MonsterUp puts incredible amount of effort while making all the episodes for his series, and I hope that in the comments below you will thank this blood for sending these leaks specifically for our channel. The release date of the 15th episode is scheduled for tomorrow, and there will be a lot of action in it. Most likely, the toilet that took the X-18 cannon from the POV will start to weaken because it does not have an additional power source. And after that, our company will be in great danger. I'll be looking forward to tomorrow. And that was all for today. Write your own theories in the comments below about what might wait for us in the next episode, because I'll always be interested to read them. And that was me, ISO Toilet. See ya!